was his name? Billy Squire?
Billy Squire.
Has he written other good stuff?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think he's still too popular for me to use in my videos.
Oh.
But in the comments, have you heard of Billy Squire? I was just introducing my 14-year-old to Billy Squire. Everybody wants you. All right, so check it out. This is a 2511, brand new. Factory sent to Travis Gillin. He's back over there somewhere closer to that other ocean, and he built this. He made this for me. Today is going to be the maiden voyage. Look at that. I have a tree over down the road there with its name on it. And we're going to see how this thing sent. Well, let's start it up. That's Jeff Schroeder. All right, thanks. I'll talk to you. Goodbye. Anyway, Travis Gillin over there, and he modded this. It was a brand new 2511. I paid him, and he hopped it up. Listen to it. I'm gonna go cut a tree with it, but I thought you might want to hear it. Anyway, I think it's gonna be fun. This is the Sumara. This is a prototype premium light bar from Sumara. So they're making the stuff for Panther right now, and they sent me this to try. So that's pretty cool. I think it's a really good match for the 2511. So this thing sounds like it screams. We'll go try it out. All right, so here's the tree. It's this little pine noodle. It's getting close to dark, kind of starting late on a Sunday. But I think I have time to do this. It's just the spike. This side he's not worried about. This side leads right at, leans right at his little structure. That's my little boy Josiah there by the fire. Oh, I left without my saw. Taking a untested weapon into battle here, so hopefully the thing works. Yeah, I brought other saws. Hopefully as it warms up it'll idle. It's definitely a little beast. Somebody will say, why are you revving it? What's with the rev, rev, rev? And if you know, you know. But since you don't, I'll tell you. It's because it's not idling. It's a brand new saw, so I'm sure when I talk to Travis, he'll get that straightened out. So now I'm turning it off so I can talk to you. But to answer the question, if I didn't, you're revving it when it's wanting to die to keep it alive so you don't have to pull it. It's not a battery saw that just you pick it up and pull the trigger. It's Maybe it'll get better. Turned it off that time just so I can talk to y'all as I work. Yeah, I like the saw. It's a little beast. Caitlin, as I go up, I may find that that rope has been covered by a limb. I don't know yet. It's still coming up okay, so I'm not worried about it right now, but it might happen that you have to clear it. Definitely don't go under me without letting me know if you do. So far, I think it's clear. Just gonna keep the rope with me for now. I'll let you know if my rope gets tangled and doesn't want to come up after me, then you'll have to go over there and clear it. I could have been like really careful and kept everything for sure off my rope, but since you're here, I got somebody to get it clear. So if you're here, then I might get a little more willy-nilly with where the limbs go. As long as they're not on the fence or the house or that little tree that he has planted right there in those stakes. This is another tree for the guy that painted my orange truck. He's letting me work it off little by little. For the audience that cares, my rope is right down there, and so all the ones that are over that, I can choose to redirect them as they fall like I just did a second ago, or I can just follow them on the rope and then have her pick them up. Did you see the way I did that? I redirected a couple that were here and put them there, and then the ones that hang out over his stuff, I swing them in, and then as the inertia gets them going this way, I cut it off and they go out there. Limbs hitting the ground again. on this channel. I'm going to change the name of it to Limbs Hitting the Ground. Yeah, Caitlin, that's the new name for the channel. Yeah, Limbs Hitting the Ground. Just kidding. Boy, I'm already up there to the top almost. How'd that happen? Just by hard work and dedication. First of all, I'd like to thank Are you guys paying attention to the timing of those cuts? Don't cut them straight off or they'd fall on that roof. I get them swinging. I wait till I know they're gonna clear and then I zing them off. Right? Ooh, complicated. Here, let me show you again. Isn't that cool? If I just cut it flat straight off, it would land on that roof. Hear my saw echoing through your mic from under the covered patio. Oh, it's a cool sound too. I'm not disappointed, although it interrupts my conversation with my peeps. Yeah, we'll just keep going. What the heck? I'm gonna top it. I'm getting up on this noodle, huh? Yeah, if I go a little higher, it'll be an easier top to manipulate. Yeah. I'll go a little higher. You gotta be careful. Ponderosa pine is a little brittle up high, so don't want to get too crazy. So I think what I'll do is I'll slice it off, which means a cut like this, and then I'll get it close. I'll get the saw going fast so that once it gets tipped in such a way that the top isn't going to go past me and hit me like a train, then it'll just spear down into the ground. Because if I just tip it out, it's going to come into other things. This cut is frowned on by many, but some people think it's risky. But I mean, it's not as easy as just making a face cut and sending it. That's easier. That's less things to manage. But I think it's a good place to do it. Slice cut. Planted. So again, the anti-revvers will be like, what's with all the revving? Well, I'm keeping the saw at its peak speed, so I don't want it to die or something while I'm halfway through this, and I don't want to have it bog out right when I need the power, so I keep it ying 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 ying, and then when I need to zip it off and send the butt, well, it's ready for me because I haven't allowed it to load up with, you know, at idle. This saw several times up the tree has died while it idled because it was probably loading up with, it wasn't being used hard enough. These are just opinions. I was slicing the top off. Well, I was holding it with this hand to make sure it went, because if you cut the bottom out from under it without the push, the bottom will fall out from under it and the top will fall on you. So I was cutting it enough that I could tip it, but I wasn't cutting it off until the top was over here. And then once I have the top over here, in other words, it's kind of on its way. Now's the chance. If you don't do it right, it's going to peel down and take you for a ride. It's going to peel down on your flip line. It's going to be ugly. So the timing it's something you have to hit in the moment. And if you don't catch it right, it looks bad, it feels bad. If the saw died right then, it would, yeah, that wouldn't be good. Some electric saws too, you just can't do it with a saw that's underpowered. You don't try those types of things. Some electric, some of them can handle it. Like you wouldn't try it with the Echo electric, but you could do it with a Husky or probably a Milwaukee or something. I'll show it to you later. Well, this is an Echo. Echo makes a little electric saw too. In other words, it's made out of battery power, not gas power. And when I say electric, I don't mean I've got an extension cord. Okay. And it also means extension cord. Yeah, I mean electric means you're harnessing electricity, whether it's battery powered or coming out of the wall. Oh yeah, they make chainsaws that plug into the wall. They do. You need a long cord to go up the tree. I'm sure somebody does it, but I don't think I've done it. I have a hedger that has an electric cord. Flatness. Well, thank you, Travis Gillin, for the saw. After a little bit of struggle getting it started, I flooded it and stuff because I'm used to having to prime the heck out of the ones that are stock. Got it started. It seems to idle now. You don't think it'll idle all day like a stock saw yet? If there's a way to make that happen, then let me know. But it runs like a mean little hornet, and it's idling. It sounds cool, looks good, cuts nice. The whole neighborhood is impressed. There's people second guessing who they married because they see me now. And did you see the way it broke, Caitlin? That log landed dead flat on the soft ground and snapped right in the middle. So that's what I was saying, how this stuff can be, Pondo can be brittle in the stem. It's kind of weird stuff. You can get the limbs to hinge, but they were kind of splitting a little bit, so different times of the year they respond differently too. Yeah, hinging is, when you're hinging them down, it means they're just peeling down and they haven't come off yet. They're still attached. I call that hinging. Like a door is on hinges. Yes, I have many things to teach you. Many, many. Flat, but slightly over rotated. We'll call it a A-. The trolls can call it a B+, because I decide what the trolls get to call it. Dead flat. Absolutely perfect. A+, or just an A. A is enough. You gotta reserve the A+ for something better. Like maybe you, maybe you set a target down there and then just totally nail the bullseye. Some people frown on this too, because my rope, because this isn't fixed to the tree, but the act of me giving it gravity and pulling down as my rope travels through here chokes this to the tree. Some people are like, no way. But it's possible to overthink a thing. It can't come off of there, no, not when I mean, the only way it could come off is if I had no weight on it, and then it would just slide down. So now is a good time to pull my rope out of there, Caitlin. Thank you for the 2511 custom saw work, Travis. If anybody's interested, I bet you he wouldn't care if I gave you his information and you could make him one, I think, maybe. He's kind of busy. He's the one that we made this prototype in the CAD program, and he made our speed line anchor, the one that looks kind of like a tree angel, but it has a cleat on it. He's a busy guy. His wife would probably agree with that. He's out in the shop doing stuff. So I'm gonna flop that stem. Hey Scott, yeah. You want me to flop that later when I'm here so that it's not in your way, or?
It don't matter.
Okay. All I brought was a little saw.
Oh, okay.
So I'll wait until you get this moved away from the stem, and then when I'm coming back for one of those saws, I'll cut the stem right there.
Okay. do have a brand new stock if you want to use it.
What is it?
A still something.
Has it been used? Have you hit any dirt?
Nope.
No?
It's pretty sharp.
All right. You realize my camera's on and I'm going to be judging you. The whole internet is going to be judging you.
It's brand new.
I smell poop. I hope I didn't step in it.
You may have.
I did. Stepped right in it. I'm going to need the hose for that.
Is that dog
Yeah.
doohickey?
I'm going to need to wash that off.
It's too small.
No, that should work. Did you buy that just to clean up my mess?
No, just could. Well, to clean up those logs or cut them up. I had an older one, but yeah, I couldn't get it. It wouldn't high idle.
Oh, you mean it wouldn't idle?
Kind of cut out at top end.
Oh, you lost power when you needed it.
Yeah.
I
I
see.
have to baby it and like that.
What kind of saw was it?
Same as that.
Oh, you didn't learn your lesson then.
Not to buy those.
No, I'm just kidding. That's my fave.
I like them because they start.
It's my favorite brand.
They start.
Caitlin, can you, when you get done putting that stuff away, will you find a hose and get that off of there?
I got it.
Okay.
I know where the hose is.
It works good.
Good.
Yeah, you didn't dull it. Let me the whole world know. Yeah, it had a fair bit of tip this way.
Yeah.
So it was not wanting to go without cutting a fair bit of wood. But if you cut more, then gravity takes it right on the barn.
Yep.
So it was kind of a little balancing, little delicate
Perfect.
finesse thing. It's a pretty original fire pit.
Yep. I'm gonna put a little hole in the back and a kind of rectangular.
Just kind of flume it out of here.
Yeah, and make it look like the arm of the excavator.
Oh yeah. And is it going to be a smokestack?
Yeah, it'll draw.
Kind of like a
Draw.
chimney, yeah?
Yeah, so it kind of eliminates this little
Right.
bit.
Yeah, make the smoke start up here.
Yeah. She's heavy. You see how thick the wall is on that thing?
Yeah,
It's like, it's a multi.
yeah, that'd get some things done. Humans, they have been pretty clever for a long time.
Yeah.
Coming up with stuff. I think if it was up to me, we'd still be thinking wheels were new and cool.
I'm still getting my mind around a wheel.
Yeah. I'd probably still be a stickler for the old square design. I'm not changing.
That's right. Sledge.
That thing's an abomination. Works too easy.
Hi there, this is Angie Flotis with Monkey Beaver. I wanted to give you guys a little look at the custom saddle I just made. It is a 2.0 Spider-Man themed saddle. This fabric that you see here, Evan found. And here are these leg pads. We have the Guatemala flag and the American flag. And we also have the name of the customer who ordered this beautiful saddle. I am super happy with it. I love Marvel. If you guys have any Marvel saddle ideas, please let me know. I am a fanatic. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Here's this little foam pouch I also made with the remainder of the fabric. Thank you so much.
Monkey people, dum dum.